On February 24th, 2019, I wrote, "Today is the day I admit to myself I have feelings for Daniel. I dream about him, I think about him, I am seriously attracted to him, but I am way too short, and he is way too tall." And now here we are, July 30th, 2022, the day I get to marry you.
Hi family, we want your help telling our story. We made this book of photos for you to flip through, and if you find a page or photo that brings up a memory, please share. From meeting on the way to San Fran to falling for each other in South Africa. From I like you to I love you to marry me. And all that came between.
When I met you in San Francisco on a leadership retreat, I remember finding out you had a boyfriend and thinking to myself, God, I would do anything to be with someone like her. So I waited, and it was worth it.
I don't know if Kadyn saw him around school, at APU, but how could she not see this tall, beautiful young man?
She did.
She did.
Just a few months later, we were headed to South Africa together. And on a bus ride to the airport with over 50 seats still wide open, you chose to sit next to me.
And she sat by him, and he was texting his friends that they knew about. And he's like, "Shh, Kadyn, just sit down by the bus."
Then Daniel gets a text from Luke Scherenberg with the big news. Dude, they broke up. Daniel says to himself, this is going to be interesting. When they arrived in Pietermaritzburg, their paths would cross frequently, classes, ping pong.
And then she called me one day and said, "Lexi, I think I like this boy."
She gushed about Daniel and how she flirted with him by teaching him how to do the Rubik's Cube.
Yes, you have.
It's the cutest moment. You could just the flirtation going on. Oh, what's happening here?
February 28th, 2019 is a picture taken on safari the day after they told each other that they liked each other.
Remember that picture? Who's this boy?
And honestly, I think at that time when I received that picture, I knew that we would be celebrating this day just because I know my son.
The rest of that trip and our story are beautiful stories, but the point is that you were worth waiting for.
Wait, is that Dodgers?
Yeah. Unfortunately. And now you know we're not perfect.
Sunshine off the ocean in my eyes.
I tended to be a little sarcastic with the kids, and he'd always catch on, which kind of encourages you to do more.
Yes. This one always makes me laugh. When he and Jake were buzzing Woody, he was laughing almost all the time when he was little. He saw the humor in things, and I hope he always will.
He makes you feel safe and seen, and the joy he brings makes any situation better.
He's so happy, and his smile just lit up the room.
From a young age, I've been so excited to see the person that Daniel would end up with, and I can't think of a more perfect match for my brother.
Sunday morning at the Calamon.
Watching Daniel love on Kadyn, it's something that I've prayed for as a friend, I'd say best friend to Kadyn my whole life.
Daniel, you not only empowered my sister to be exactly who she is, you gave her the ground to trust love and to thrive.
I think that's something that a lot of people miss, is not only just finding the one, but finding someone that can complement you. And I think all of us, we pray for that and we hope for that, but to know that you found that is extremely special.
Nick talked earlier about how Jenny and I have prayed for Kadyn since the day Daniel was born. It wouldn't tell the full story if we just said he answered our prayers, because he went way above that with you. And you are a true gift of God to our family. And I will do everything I can for the rest of my life to make sure that you remember that.
Love you, KG.
Love you.
Okay. You're still Casey.
Yeah, I know. Always.
You will always be KG.
If you were going to describe Kadyn and Daniel's relationship in one word or less, I would say blessed.
When I think of Kadyn and Daniel, the word that comes to mind is freedom. They both gave and continue to give each other the space to just be free and to step into themselves, all while being each other's rock and biggest cheerleader, side by side.
It's been a long day for change.
I had asked her, you chose to have this here in Avila. Is there a reason? And she said, yes. It was when Daniel first told me that he loved me.
Oh my gosh, she looks so amazing.
I made it.
Beautiful girl.
God, I ask that today would feel slow. God, I ask that from this moment on, Lord, would Kadyn and Dan be able to soak every single moment in.
Please take a look at this crowd, all your friends and family. Take a snapshot of this moment. And our hope is that you remember it for the rest of your lives.
I'm going to try not to call.
Okay, try him.
I promise to pray for you, be thankful for you, and I promise to never forget that you are the greatest gift God has ever given me. And most importantly, I promise to love you, Kadyn and Julia, with everything I have.
That's great. If you feel the same, Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Peter Clark. Life comes in waves. That's great. If you feel the same, don't want it any other way. Life comes in waves.
Describe Kadyn's personality when she was little.
She was like a butterfly, dainty, sweet.
Very strong and always knew what she wanted when she was very young.
Yeah, she was super strong, knew exactly what she wanted. She wanted her mom or Alexi all the time.
She loved to dance, she loved to sing.
From a very young age, Kadyn and I were attached at the hip. You could find us choreographing our next dance routine for our family, giggling, creating secret handshakes, and everything in between, as long as we were together.
This is Kadyn's first daddy-daughter dance.
I promise to grow up with you and to be thankful when we are laughing, crying, praying, even when we're fighting. I promise to cherish the ordinary days. I mean, I met you at a gas station. I winked at you in the Tenderloin District. I sat next to you on a bus. But more than anything, I promise to take your advice, breathe, and fall in love with the process.